Hey guys, welcome to our Lit Cast. I'm Ellie,
I'm Emily.
I'm Megan.
and today we are going to be talking about the book Raisin and a Son and the different themes of it.
Okay, so the first one is why do you think Beneatha looking into her culture and her heritage is a big contributor to the main theme of the book?
I think it's a big contributor because she kind of the book's kind of just about being proud about who you are, and her wanting to know more about her African culture while also wanting to be a doctor and do stuff that women usually don't do. I think that's kind of a good theme of the book, just saying you can be who you are.
Yeah, I agree with Ellie. She was really looking into her culture and really tried to understand where she came from.
Yeah, and especially because when they're towards the end of the book, when they were moving into their new house, and Walter was threatening to get the money back from it because he just lost everyone else. If he had done that, their cultural beliefs and heritage would have gone down because he's taking the money because no one wants him there. So I feel that would have made a big impact on her whole character if he had done that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He was being proud of who he is. He's not letting, even though he's they're a black family moving into a white neighborhood. He's still doing it, and even though, yeah, he's just staying true to himself. Yeah.
So who do you think the main character, who do you think had the biggest dream in the whole book?
Okay, honestly, I think the main character, technically the main character was Walter, but I don't really think he kind of gave his personality. He wasn't really a dynamic character. He didn't really grow that much throughout the book, in my opinion. So I think that the main character really I think the book should have had more of focus on Beneatha, because she had a lot of growth, and she had more of a personality than all the other characters in the book, and she was the most interesting character. So yeah, I think there should have been a lot more spotlight on her than there was on Walter, because he didn't really I don't know, he wasn't really that interesting to me personally.
I think Walter was a main character, but like Ellie said, Beneatha grew a lot more than him and was able to experience growing in her culture and trying to become a doctor, while Walter just lost all of his money.
He just kind of complained about how his family wasn't rich, and they wanted more money, and how he just kind of told his son what rich white people do, even though they can't really do that because they don't really have the money for it.
No, he complained about his job.
Yeah, he complained about his job, and he's I'm not a real man because I work I'm a slave driving everyone around, basically.
Honestly, I feel Mama was also a main character.
I agree.
Yeah.
I feel personally for me, I feel she was definitely the main one that grew throughout the book. Because at the beginning, she was just the mediator between Beneatha and Walter. But then throughout the book, she finally stood her own ground and started to tell Walter to stop whatever he was doing. So at the beginning of the book, he would do all the petty things, give Travis the 50 cents when he didn't have that. So and towards the end of the book, I feel he learned after he lost all the money that he can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree too.
Yeah, Mama was a good solid character that she did grow a lot. She was kind of grew and became more confident in who she was.
Yeah, I feel Ruth had a bigger part than Walter in the whole book.
Yeah.
She was in every scene, trying to help everything out, and even help Beneatha through her two little boyfriends and everything that was going on with that. She still always helped her out, and Walter was not the nicest husband, and he definitely did not treat her well at all.
Exactly, Ruth definitely deserved better.
Yeah, exactly, but she still stuck by his side. And I feel that's a really big character development for that whole thing, because she easily could have walked away and found someone else, or stood up for herself, but she knew he was going through something, so she just let it go.
Yeah, she always supported. Always
support. I feel there definitely should have been a little bit more spotlight on Ruth too, because she obviously she was in every scene, but she didn't really have that big of a part in every scene. So I think there should have been more highlighted about her,
yeah, instead of always highlighting about Walter losing the money and complaining every single scene, I feel he always had something new to complain about. They should have highlighted more on her. She always she was always the person that people went to when they needed something. Like, Benita always went to her when she needed help with, like, college or, like, her boyfriends. And Mom always went to her when she needed help with Walter. And Walter always complained to her. But, like, I feel like she never really went to anyone for any of her problems.
Yeah, she really helped them all out with all their problems.
Yeah.
She was supportive throughout their journey.
Yeah, she was a problem solver. Big problem solver. I'm trying to think of other questions. What do you guys think, like, maybe if, like, the roles were, like, switched, like, if they were the white family and, like, everyone else was, they're, like, a white family moving into a black neighborhood, like, what do you think, like, that would have been like?
Honestly, I feel like them moving into a black neighborhood, they would have been way more accepted.
Yeah.
Then, because I feel like they would have, like, if
during
they moved
the time,
into, during the time, like, if they moved into, like, a black neighborhood, I feel like the black community would have, like, accepted them more and, like, understood, like, what it feels to be not accepted.
Yeah.
But, like moving into a white community, they've always been accepted no matter what they do, and, like, everything, like, they do, like, no matter what it is, they always will be accepted for it. So I feel like they would have been way more accepted and, like, way more welcoming if they had moved in.
Yeah.
I agree too. Yeah. I think that would have been, like, a different, like, little switch to the book. Like, that could have also been really interesting.
Yeah.
Also, what do you guys think, like, if, like, maybe if, like, it was, like, Ruth that wanted to be the doctor, and, like, what do you think, like, Walter would have, like...
Walter definitely would not have, like, supported that at all. He would have been like, you need to, like, stay here and, like, do whatever. Like,
take care of the kids.
He definitely, like, was more of, like, the, like, person that wanted to keep everything the same as it had been for, like, the past, like, 400 years. Like, he definitely was, like, the person that, like, expected him to be, like, on top of the family, and everyone else, like, catered to his own needs. But, like, especially, like, coming with Benita, like, Ruth wasn't like Benita, but Benita, like, would not do that. Like, she didn't want to be the one boyfriend. It wasn't George.
It was
Asagai.
Or no, it was George. When he was like, oh, you should stay here and, like, do whatever, and, like, you shouldn't be, like, out here, like, venturing off and doing that. She just, like, did not like that.
Yeah, George, or just, like, a lot of, like, the men in the book were, like, very, like, traditional, and they, like, wanted to, like, just, like, keep, like, everything, like, how it is. Like, women take care of the house and men go make the money. But I did like Asagai because he was like kind of like he liked that Benita, like, wanted to be in touch with her culture, and, like, he, like, wanted to, like, he was like, let's move to Africa, like, okay, that's kind of cool. I don't know.
Which boyfriend did you like better? Like,
Asagai.
if you had to pick one, which one would you like?
Definitely Asagai.
He was definitely more supportive of her, and, like, even if she said some, like, crazy things, like, he still, like, always supported her. Like, he got her the clothes from his sister, and, like, he still always wanted to be, like, that supporting person. And, like, George just couldn't do that. Like,
what do you guys think would have happened if she kept the baby?
That?
Well, that could have been interesting, because like, especially if they were, like, in the apartment, like, obviously, like, I don't really support abortion myself, but that's, like, just, like, considering, but, like, in, like, the matters of the book, like, if she kept the baby, like, I think that, like, that could have created some chaos in the apartment, because there's, like, already Travis didn't have a room, and, like, if, like, the baby came along, like, where would the baby go? Like, obviously.
Yeah, be, like, tight.
Was there proof that she got rid of it, though? Because I remember they were talking about it.
Wait, actually, I don't know.
Like, they were talking about it at the beginning of the book, but, like, toward the end of it, like, the baby was never brought up again.
Yeah, it's kind of like that topic was fizzled out.
Did she abort it, or did she keep it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you think she's, like, since it didn't say, like, would you pick for her to keep it, or would you pick for her to not?
I feel like,
I don't know. That's a tricky question.
Yeah.
Like, if they're moving into, like, the new house and, like,
when they found
considering they're moving into the new house, I think that she should have kept it because
they would have had enough room.
Yeah, they would have had room to, like, keep it, like, take care of the baby. Yeah.
And, like, also with that, like, but I feel like if she had it, it would have been, like, more strain on Walter and her relationship.
I agree.
But she definitely should have had it because, like, I don't know, just she should have had it. But, like, I feel like that definitely would have, like, caused a lot more, like, chaos in the family. Because, like, Mama wanted her to have it. I'm guessing Benita probably wanted her to have it. They didn't really say her opinion on it. And I'm guessing, I don't think I ever told Travis, but, like, Travis would probably want to have it. It would just
Travis
be,
would probably be excited.
Trouble between Walter, because Walter would be, like, he didn't even want to hear about it at first. Like, because he was too obsessed with his own little problem. Like, he didn't even have the time to, like, hear about that his wife was going to have a kid.
I think that Walter, like, he needed to, like, I think it would have been more interesting if he was, like, if he, like, grew as a character, because he like literally stayed the same the whole time. He was like just like complaining about money and like complaining about his job and wanting a new job, but he couldn't really like, do anything to make it happen for himself. Like
he definitely tried, but like, he didn't take the right measures. Like, would you really give like how much did he give away? Like so much money.
A lot.
To like pretty much over half of what they had.
Yeah.
Including his sister's money for medical school to some random dude that's just gonna go take away your money. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like why would you like choose to like he wanted a dream and like his excuse was that he was trying to fulfill it, but like that's not how you fulfill it.
Exactly.
That's a lot of money to be flowing around.
He wasn't thinking right. He should have like gotten like
tried
to get a better job so he can make more money. And
he definitely
wasn't he trying to like open his own liquor?
Yeah, he was trying to open a liquor store.
But he needed like all the $10,000 to do that, and I feel like if you want to like put that much money, especially for a family that doesn't have any, like you should at least like keep some like as a backup in case the plan doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because like if you throw all $10,000 of that dollars like away to a liquor store and it doesn't work, now you're stuck with nothing. Yeah. So I feel like if you're gonna invest something, you can't invest the like half or more, and that's what he did, or was gonna do the first time, and what he did the second time. Like he invested half or more and lost all of it.
Yeah,
so I agree. Like you just can't do that.
I agree. He definitely like instead of like a liquor store. Come on, like he really could have done better than that. Like he could have gotten a job like somewhere, and they would have been good. Like just like gotten a job that's not like. It's like pays better. And
like especially like it's saying nowadays, it's like you buy to buy, like you just go and like buy something to buy something. Like he was just like opening something up to open something up. Like I don't think he ever like really thought it through and like really put his mind to it. Like, okay, I'm about to spend all this money on a liquor store, and like he definitely did not think that through. And then he complained that it didn't work, and it was like, well, it's not gonna work if you don't think it through. Like you can't just have this like crazy dream and like not think it through. It just doesn't work like that.
Yeah, he's definitely just like. I don't know, he was definitely, like, kind of, like, not, like, his mind was, like, not, like, really in the right place, because, like, it's, like, kind of a crazy dream.
Yeah, he wasn't thinking of Benita during it either.
Yeah,
he was thinking about himself and what he can accomplish.
He was too, like, arrogant and cocky, and, like, he really, like, just was only thinking about his needs and not his, like, wife's or his sister who's literally in medical school. Like, that if she graduated with a medical degree, like, that would bring them so much more money.
Yeah, exactly.
That he could then invest on his little liquor store. But, like, if you can't even get her through medical school, you have no second income coming in.
Yeah, maybe open the liquor if he really wanted to still do that. He could, like, open it, like, after Benita got through medical school and everything. So, like, once they, like, have more money.
Like, if that was, like, a really big dream of his and he actually thought it out, wait until you have another stable income coming into your family, and then you can spend, like, the $10,000.
Yeah, exactly. He should have definitely waited a little bit more time if he really wanted to do that. Or he should have just, like, in the meantime, if he really hated his job that much, he could have, like, found a new job, you know?
Yeah, he could have looked for another job.
There's plenty of jobs out there.
There's definitely more jobs than just driving around. Like, he could have, like, learned how to, like, build something or, like, become a carpenter. Like, something, like, like back, like, during that time, like, those were really common jobs. So, like, I feel like if he had just, like, if he really hated driving, what did he drive? Like, a limousine?
Yeah, he was, like, a limo driver.
Like, he should have just, like, gone into it and found something else to do. Instead of just complaining about it all the time. Because complaining didn't get him anywhere.
I agree. I think that was one big theme of the book, that complaining doesn't get you anywhere.
Yes.
And, there's a lot of themes to the book. That's, like, kind of, like, maybe a smaller theme. I think the biggest theme of the book was, like, stay true to who you are. Because, like, the whole, like, racial, like...
Yeah, those were definitely the two biggest ones. But definitely complaining doesn't get you anywhere. It was, like, a big theme. Because, like, you definitely saw that in, like, every single person. Like, even Benita, like, because especially at the beginning book, like, it said, like, she had tried horseback riding and guitar lessons. Like, she'd spent, like, trying to figure out, like, who she was, and when it didn't work, she was just complaining about it. Like, complaining doesn't really get you anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. You have to just try again.
But she was definitely the only character that kept trying.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, she would, like,
always try.
Hated something or, like, didn't like doing something, but she would always go find something else to do. Like, every other character. Ruth didn't really do much, but, like, even, like, Walter, like, something would go wrong, and he'd just, like, complain and then, like, go drink about it. But, like, Benita would, like, get up and go try something new. So she was definitely, like, the only character that actually, like, tried to do something.
Yeah, she was definitely one of the best characters. So
definitely show how she grew.
Yeah,
she was definitely the character that grew the most.
Yeah,
I think that about wraps it up because we're almost at 15 minutes. Thank you, Mr. Lilith, for watching. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.